Dearly beloved, we're gathered here to get through this album called Crystal Ball. Let's go.
Hey people, thank you for joining us once more for Crystal Ball Disc 2. Disc 1 started off really strong. We loved it, but ended up just, back to that same old 90s stuff that we disliked, that really inspired this channel. So, Dark Pop, how you feeling about this too? You ready?
Say?
How you feeling about this too? You ready to jump into this?
Yeah, I suppose. After that last track on this one, I'm like, oh, let's go though. Let's go. All
right, people. So let's check out the first track. Interactive. The first track on disc 2 from Crystal Ball. I really like this track. I first heard this track in a video. It was like a visual album type thing, and this track was on there. I remember the first time hearing Interactive, just loving it straight away. This is the cream of the 90s. This when he gets it right in the 90s. You've got that kind of rock stuff going on from the kind of Purple Rain era, but you've also got this kind of new sound which came through 90s technology, perfectly married together. In this kind of really lovely kind of rock kind of track. Great track. Always loved it. Maite singing in the background. This track was going to be on the Gold Experience, but was actually replaced by Endorphin Machine because Prince felt like both tracks didn't quite work together back to back. So we sacrificed it, and threw it on this instead. And also, and again, involved in these video projects he had going on. Great song, man. Good, strong start from the 90s, from Prince. Thumbs up from me.
Yeah. I second that. I remember hearing this at the time. This is one of those songs that leaked out somewhere. I don't know where I heard it, but I remember the first time hearing it, I couldn't get enough of this track. It was like funk rock-tastic, man. Like in the true sense of the word. Sometimes people do funk rock and it doesn't work, but this is the master. He can funk and he can rock, and this was too short for me. I remember, like, I wish I heard this live, cranked up. This would have blown anybody's head off. Sonically, with those guitars pumping and that 90s bottom end, that they had. It would have been too much. It would have been so powerful live. I can imagine seeing this or hearing this live. I wish I did, because I love this track. I still love it. I couldn't get enough. I just wanted to crank it up to 11. Let's go. Now I'm dancing, I'm sing, now I'm do most anything. If you promise me to bang. I don't think I've heard that song before, and I'm not going to listen to it again. It's boring. It's just boring. It's definitely a 90s track, and this is when I was long gone. So hearing this is some of the bad 90s stuff that kind of inspired this whole show that we do, the Purple Rinse. So no.
I co-sign that. Let's move on. Talon Square. I don't know what to say about this song. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. The initial idea is interesting. It just didn't go anywhere interesting. That's the problem. It didn't go anywhere interesting. The funniest thing about this track is it says in the sleeve here that every single song has a write-up by, it looks like Prince. I assume it's Prince because what it says here is Michael B, Sonny T, Mr. Hayes, Tommy Barbarella supplied the funk on this. It says guitar and clav by your mama. That's what he says. Guitar and clav. That's obviously Prince writing that. And obviously he's the one who provided the guitar and the clav keys. So it's just a kind of empty Prince Can Do This With His Eyes Closed jam that was recorded, and he's put it down. I don't have much to say on this. It's not inspired. Yeah, it's like whatever. I don't care for this song. I wouldn't really want to hear it again.
Justin Wonderful, you said it all. Let's go to the next song.
Take my name, I don't need it. Nothing stays the same anyway.
Okay, so this is a no. I am not feeling this track at all. It's a bad funk rock track. It's like slow, then fast, and it's just nah, not at all. No need to explain, just no.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. This is a very disappointing song. I really haven't got the energy to even comment on this song. If you're curious, go check it out, people. As for the rinse, as for myself, I'll just pass. I want to hear what's up next. I need something to refresh my palate after that. Crucial is an incredible. I mean, that's one of those bootlegs. I remember a girlfriend of mine at college said to me, "I've got this album called Crucial." And I was, the reason we kind of got people, I guess the reason we connected was because we were both Prince fans. And she dropped this album, Dusty Tape. She said, listen to this, it's called Crucial.
She dropped this on you?
She's the one who gave me the Crucial album.
She had game, boy. She
dropped this album on me, and that's it. She had me. I was on the hook.
She had you.
I remember listening to, I love this album so much. You know, the version on this album, Crystal Ball, is a cleaned version of the bootleg. I prefer the bootleg. It's dusty. He resung the vocals here. I prefer the old vocal. Still a great track. It's all in there, but this is a cleaned up remix version from the bootleg that we all knew from back in the day. This track was actually recorded for it was going to be on a door. Sorry, it was going to be on Sign of the Times. But he replaced it for a door last minute, and it was put in the vault. And a door was the track that we all know a door, incredible song. So I understand that replacement. But Crucial's incredible. I love it. It's the peak of Prince. You know, it's funny listening to this album. Every time we go back into the 80s, it doesn't fail. I've not heard a single track from the 80s so far on this Crystal Ball compilation that has been like, I didn't like that one. Every time you go back, he wins.
Yeah, man. Bad boy track. He kills it vocally. Just the man, just when he's on fire like this, it's just unstoppable. It's perfection vocally. It's perfection. I love the opening line, right? I mean, he just starts off with like a, baby, you got to be from a different world, because just one look from you could make an army surrender. That's a fire chick if I ever heard one, boy. Because just one look, you can make an army surrender. Yeah, I just love that opening line or opening lines. Yeah, man. Crucial is bad boy. Let's go to the next one.
I want to be.
Yeah, this is like the beginning of For You, right?
Yeah. Whole new version of For You.
Yeah, so when was this recorded?
86.
Okay. Yeah, man. It does what it says on the tin. You hear his vocals, you hear his harmonies. He's on point here. And I likes it because it's short and sweet.
Yeah, this is definitely For You Part 2. Actually inspired by Kristen Scott Thompson, who was the female lead in Parade, or in the movie Under the Cherry Moon, should I say. It was inspired by, I guess it sounds like Tricky. Is Tricky the character from Under the Cherry Moon? Is that his name? Or just the kid?
No, his name was Christopher. Sorry. His name is Christopher Tracy. Yeah, of course. We should know that. Come on, man.
Oh, I dropped the ball right there, guys. I should know that. Christopher Tracy. That's Christopher Tracy singing. to the Kristen Scott Thomas character. I think he says it's inspired by her. That's what I hear. Yeah, an incredible Prince vocal. That's all there really is. Just I have to sound that. It's amazing. Great stuff. If you don't know what Prince can do vocally, listen to that song, or listen to For You, the first song on the first album, and Say No More. Good stuff.
Yeah, man, this track is fire. Fire. This track is just bad. This is part of the same sessions. It's got to be of the first two tracks from disc one. All that. This is definitely an 80s track, right? Is this an 80s track?
Yeah, this track is from 85.
Yep. We know the sound. We know the sound. And this is what we love. So whether he wants to release it in the 90s or not, that 80s sound was just where he was at his height.
Oh,
you know, for us anyway. Just, ideas galore. What can I say? Just fire, man. Over to you, brother.
This track is Brimstone from Heaven. This track is incredible. Sexual Suicide, I remember first. Again, this is a cleaner version. He cleaned this one up. I've heard the original bootleg version from the tape, and I actually prefer it. It's dirtier, more grittier, more unfinished, unrefined, and the funk is just dirt. It's more dirty. He's cleaned this, sanitized it a little bit more, and made it in a nice polished recording. He re-sung it as well again. Again, it's all there. It's all in there. But I like the raw, dirty tape version from back in the day.
Do you have that? Do you have that version?
I've got that version. I've got that original dirty version. And it's like he left. I think I heard a bass player once say something about not cleaning the bass to leave the funk in the strings. Funk's in the strings. Another version. He kind of restrung the bass for this one. This track is incredible. I love it. Let's see what's up next. I'm completely just blown away by that song. Completely blown away.
This is life, but that's real, baby. You my wife, Kareem, making skin.
Funky.
Oh my word.
Dirty funky.
Oh my word. Brother, man. Yeah.
Go on, man. Spit, man. Spit.
That track, listen, Bacon Skin. Go. That song, there's a track called Tricky. It came from the same session. And also Irresistible Bitch. What I think happened was Tricky or Bacon Skin, I don't know which one came first, was recorded. It's basically Prince and Morris stay in the studio together, just jamming. Prince on bass, Prince on drums. And it sounds to me like ultimately that jam session became Irresistible Bitch after the initial kind of Tricky that came out as was Tricky a bootleg? It was a bootleg, right?
Okay. So Tricky was a track that these DJs in London that call themselves Madhouse, big up to Madhouse. They were the Prince aficionados playing Minneapolis funk, and they were the only DJs at the time that we knew that had Tricky. They used to play the song and the place would go nuts. The place, we used to follow them around just to hear that Tricky track. So yeah, this is sounds like it was Tricky. I don't know, Tricky, I heard Tricky first and then I heard this afterwards. So it's just a mighty track with Prince having fun, really OTT taking the piss, that taking the piss character that him and Morris do. And yeah, it's just full of fun and jokes and politically incorrect. Politically incorrect this track is. So if you're soft, don't touch it. Leave it alone. Stay away. But if you know the funk and you're open to some madness, investigate. Because it's fire.
Fire. I think you're the person. I think I knew Bacon Skin and Irresistible Bitch, but I think you're the one who put me onto the track Tricky.
Okay.
And then I heard, I never knew about Tricky, and I was like, there's a third version of this track. I don't know what came first, Bacon Skin or Irresistible Bitch. Obviously, Bacon Skin or Tricky must have come first, and then Irresistible Bitch was the finished version when he really refined it down and really made use of that beat. Killer.
Yeah, but anybody that has any more information, kind of get in touch and leave it in the comments or hit us up.
Yeah, that'd be great. We want to hear that. Incredible song, man. Incredible song. Bacon Skin, pure 15 minutes of just funk. Dirty.
Chlorine bacon skin, son. Chlorine bacon skin.
Gotta be ready. Oh man, after this track, you just gotta wash yourself off because it's just dirty.
It's nasty, man. Nasty. I'm going to have a bath after this, bro, because it's stinking.
You'd be stinking after this, man. Oh, all right, next track.
Good love, you got to cherry pie, apple kisses, everything is cool.
Good love, man. This track was originally on the Michael J. Fox movie Bright Lights, Big City. I never saw the film, but I remember when it came out. This is a great track, If you read again the notes, it says that this came about at a time when Prince was really happy. He just disbanded Revolution and he was moving into the next band, which would feature Sheila E. on drums. This was happening just in that in-between period. Black was also an album which was written around about this period too. So
the Black album.
Black album was written around about this time. Tracks like Fill You Up, Shockadelica, they all came about around about this time. You can kind of hear it, it's that Camille voice.
Camille. It's the Camille voice, yeah.
Great stuff, man. Great little track. Always like this song. I've actually got the original soundtrack just for this track. So I love this song. Again, you can't, every time you go back to the 80s, you're going to get hit by some cream. And there's another example. This album is ultimately a battle from the 80s and the 90s to see who's got the most tracks. And just keep destroying the 90s, man. So incredible. Love, Good Love. Cool song by Prince.
Yeah, this was a track I never heard until you introduced me to it. You told me about it not that long ago, in fact. Said it was on the soundtrack, and I kind of dug it out. And yeah, I like it. It's like typical 80s Prince with the Camille voice. And yeah, it's what's this, once again, it just shows you night and day.
Yeah.
Between the two periods, So I'm all for Good Love.
Strains of the world. Strains of the world.
Yeah, I love this track. I know this track really well. I have it on a compilation somewhere. I love the title. I love the song. Yeah, it's just another fire track, just where my guys just firing on all cylinders here. Just a great song. Just a great song. It's a shame that they didn't exclude all the 90s stuff off of this 3-disc album and just had all the 80s stuff on here.
This track, here's the thing, that's a 90s track, actually.
That's what? It's a 90s track.
Unbelievably.
No.
Sound like it.
No, it doesn't at all.
Sound like
I got done. Really? That's the 90s track. Wow.
Really? Unbelievable.
That shows you, man. He could do it whenever. But yeah, I love this song. It sounds like it's from the period of of greatness. But yeah, Strays of the World. Let's have more of that
Yes, please.
and less of the bang.
Oh man.
But yeah, what say you?
Days of the World is a great song. Again, it just goes to show when Prince really applies himself and taps in, those late nights, man, he can produce. This is a breath of fresh air for the 90s. There's not much stuff like this in the 90s. It's big, it's bold, it's it's kind of dark. And something I know from reading about Prince, the first kind of when Prince started to write, in the first time back in the day, there's a lot of his music was pretty dark kind of stuff, and I kind of hear that in this song. I hear Prince on a more kind of melancholic kind of vibe, not melancholic, but just a darker vibe. I love this song. Strays of the World works for me.
What does it say? What does it say on the notes from the CD?
Originally intended for a Broadway musical.
Okay.
Prince would sometimes take meetings with potential collaborators to discuss ideas for musicals he had. The meeting usually turned the inspirational well on, and complex introspective songs like this would come forth, would flow. So it came from an idea we had for a musical. I didn't know that. I forgot about that. Michael B's on there, Sonny T's on there.
What? That's proper 90s.
Yeah, Tommy B's on there. Mr. Hayes is on there. He's got his MPG. This is from the MPG in effect, which is like, how I feel about the MPG. This is MPG. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's top MPG, boy, firing on all cylinders. Well done, dudes. That rocks.
That rocks hard. Wicked little track right there. I like that song.
Yes, guys, that was the last song from disc 2. So we have one more disc to go. Come back and let's conclude the Crystal Ball album.